Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for the final game of the group stage that we are going to get to see of the Vancouver Sevens. This one between the Blitzboks and Australia. Whoever wins this does qualify as first in their pool. So it will be so important that both of these guys do go well out there on the field. But Pool C is currently heating up. Spain and Canada will be missing out, but currently both sitting on 6 points. Australia and South Africa, the winner, will take on New Zealand. The loser will take on, or in fact, sorry, the loser will take on New Zealand. The winner will take on Samoa. Either way, not an easy game for either side for those matchups. But we already know that it is going to be Fiji taking on France and also Argentina taking on England as two of the other quarterfinal matches. And now this will be the final game till we get to see exactly who will be playing who. But we have got Teresa in the chat and also MH Joy is here as well. So we will have to wait and see it as number one versus number two here for South Africa and Australia. The last 5 times that these two sides have played off, it has been South Africa winning every single time. Dubai was the closest, and alongside Paris from 2019, but Dubai more recently with the score being 10 points to South Africa, 7 to Australia. And now, I guess a big thing to mention is the fact that the Blitzboks, their big win streak has been ended, but they are looking to rebuild it, and hopefully they are able to do so in a few great performances throughout the 7 circuit. But currently South Africa, their 7 side for this matchup: Zane Davids, Christy Corolla, JC Pretorius, Ronald Brown, Devald Human. Then it will be Sawyers Wapi and Shilton Van Vick will be there in the starting lineup. Then for the Australians, Nick Maloof, Henry Hutchison, Ben Maher, Josh Turner, Dietrich Roach, Corey Toole, who has been sensational. I actually saw one a little bit earlier on that he did a massive play where he was able to pretty much propel himself over the try line from way back. And then also Matthew Gonzalez is in that starting lineup for the Australians as well. But now it's going to be a tricky game. Both sides have got the potential to win. They've both got those brilliant players off the bench, such as Maurice Longbottom, Selvin Davids, Sean Williams, Impi Visa, Ryan Oosterhuizen, and just there's so much talent out there. Henry Patterson as well for the Australian side. But currently they have got 2 wins in a row here for the Blitzboks. They have conceded 12 points in both of their games here, though, including their close game with Canada, 19 points to 12. Which would have been a relatively impressive one. But Nick Hogan, the Kiwi, actually going to be in charge of this one. 10th match on the series. So still a very young referee. He will be excited for the big opportunity of doing this game, as this game has the potential of being a final, depending on how far through the competition both of these sides do end up going. But now it is going to be 4 seconds away from this game getting underway, the final game of the day. And then it is going to be about 5 a.m. tomorrow that the first game will be taking place. But Dietrich Roach about to line up this one for the kick. Now kicked off. And Dietrich Roach gets us underway for this last game. Little bit of miscommunication there for South Africa, but they have now got this ball passed across into the hands of Ronald Brown. And that man is just a sensational talent. He goes through. And this is looking like a very good opportunity for him to be able to go all the way for the try. Hello, mate. There you go. Just going to stare at me?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right.
You good?
You're good.
Good. Okay. That's a good try. Straight away for South Africa, being able to get that one down the wing. Ronald Brown being able to go straight over. And that will be a brilliant start to the match for the Blitzboks as they now take a 5-0 lead, making it 7 very soon, I would think, with a nice easy kick straight out in front for them to be able to convert. But Corey Toole won't be too happy with the way that started, as they were able to go down the wing. George, and this is blindside 15.
All right.
There's the way to the right-hand side. In fact, it wasn't an easy kick because he didn't actually run it straight into underneath the posts, just to make it a little bit tricky for him. But 10 tries in this tournament so far for Ronald Brown. In fact, sorry, 10 tries in his last.
Reagan.
No, not Ronald Reagan, not quite. Currently making a statement there. Ronald Brown getting ready to go for another stage. But currently the sun's actually coming out, which is very strange because it's still raining by the sounds of it as well. But it's looking a bit brighter.
I'm just going to use your Wi-Fi equipment.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Go for it. Yeah. You know, the pass with Josh Turner now fires it off into the hands of the big man, Nick Maloof. Wide cutout pass from Roach straight to Corey Toole. Now step on the inside for Sawyers Wapi and George. Mate, how's the crack doing? And there's his Betty Wagon. And now straight through the middle, it's going to be another try. And that is Ben Maher now, who scores for Australia. And that will actually give them the lead in this game, I would think, with a nice, easy drop kick. And Icy's Amelia, welcome in to the live stream. Hope you are doing well. Currently 5 minutes left in this first half. And the Australians, they have been able to fire back pretty much instantly from that try scored by South Africa. But it was the kick in behind, trying to line it up. DeVaul Human, that ball did not like him very much at all. That bounce was terrible for him, and it just went straight over the top of him. Corey Toole going across into the hands of Roach, and then Ben Maher runs it hard at the line, goes straight over, and does end up scoring the try for the Australians.
I like rugby.
Yeah. Do you want to watch a bit?
What's happening?
At the moment, can you see that? Or do you want me to? I can move it over if you like. There you go. You see that one a bit better. Currently, Australia versus South Africa. Whoever wins this game faces Samoa. Whoever loses it faces New Zealand, Mark. Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It's exciting stuff, isn't it?
Pretty cool.
Now, kicking it off wide, Dietrich Roach keeps the head down, nicely taken in the air by DeVaul Human. Being wrestled down in a very good tackle by Henry Hutchinson, the captain of Australia. At this current point in time now, Ronald Brown going off to big Zane Davids. He's a beast and just shoves off one man, shoves off another, tries to shove off Henry Hutchinson as well.
He's a big boy, isn't he?
He's a large individual. DeVaul Human now off to Ronald Brown, doing the little chip and chase. Going to be sent out nicely. JC Pretorius, and sits up for Sawyers Wapi. And only going to be 10 metres out for the line now for them. Van Vick goes back across into the hands of Christy Hrobala. Penalty to South Africa. Quick tap taken by DeVaul Human. He needed to spread that wide, but he didn't quite see it for JC Pretorius. Instead, got the white line fever. Want to go straight over the middle now. Van Vick, he has seen the space, and it should be a nice run in for the corner. Ronald Brown does get it down. They are out there doing it. Oh, they're going upstairs, I think. Maybe just checking this out. And also, George is a great man. Says Patty.
I really am. Hey, Billy.
Okay, they're checking this one.
Billy.
Completely fine for Ronald Brown. And because of it, it does mean that they are now going to be able to take the lead here back for South Africa. Nicely done. And Ronald Brown does end up scoring the try. 3 minutes left of this first half between the two teams. This match, he scored 2. Vancouver, he scored 3. So this match has certainly been a big impact one for Ronald Brown. It's going to be a tough drop kick on the sideline here now. Lining it up from about, you'd say 40 on the angle there, and he struck it beautifully. It just goes short, though, and out away to the left. Zane Davis just getting rid of Nick Malouf. And on the other way, Amish looks at George, as I says Petty Wagon there. It's more afraid that he's going to knock the green screen. Yeah. Currently, Ronald Brown, he went flying after putting that ball down. Now up for the Wild Human. Now going in, Josh Turner's got that one more on the 22. Available position for the Australians. Good run from Ben Maher, the big man, who has really had an impact in this Australian lineup.
It's going to play some farming.
Yeah, good on you. Yeah, it's a good one. The Wild Human now fires it across straight in the hands of Christy Hrobala. Now waiting for it currently on the 22. Ronald Brown, in fact, passes it back across to Zane Davids. Now Sawyers Wapi with a nice pass. Still going to be available. Van Vick. Let's keep this one just in the position of the blitz box. Currently on the 22. Christy Hrobala. Welcome to Nick Malouf. And he's almost, I think he's been knocked unconscious there almost, Christy Hrobala. No, he's all right. He has got back up. Chip kick. That's actually stayed in the field of play for Sawyers Wapi. Oh. Okay. That is going to be the penalty. Josh Turner now coming back across. Nick Malouf trying to fend off a couple of the big blitz box players. Christy Hrobala joining that breakdown, unable to get it though. Roach now going across. It's going to be big. Ben Maher deceptively quick. It's going to be a bit of skill from Zane Davids, an accidental bit of skill that was. Now straight on the ball. That's going to almost be called as a rolling maul, I would think. It's going to be the penalty to Australia, and they have won it for the not released and penalty. Now Roach goes back across into the hands of Henry Hutchinson. Wide cutout pass. Beautifully done here for Australia. And going to be driving for Gonzalez. He has got the pace, and he will go in for the try. And that will now make it that Australia take the lead back. This game has been a seesaw encounter between the two sides here. And very nicely done by Gonzalez. Matthew Gonzalez gets in there, gets the try. He'll be very happy with that one. And so will Dietrich Roach. It was a big shot from Nick Maloof on Christy Grobbler, forcing the man backwards in the shot. And then Henry Hutchinson, wise sling cutout pass out into the hands of the man at number 20. Or sorry, the man at number 8 for this game, Matthew Gonzalez. And he did end up going in, scoring it between the posts. And now Australia take the lead back just before halftime. Still enough play or enough time left for one more set play maybe for the Australians. But now Dietrich Roach kicks it over and they will be going back. Bit of spraying. Nice.
The Wi-Fi's not working that well.
Isn't it? Yeah, no, it's cut out on the live stream. So a little bit. I'm down to one bar. No, it's all right. It's all good.
It's going to cause big issues.
And also New Zealand will have a tough quarter final. They will. Whoever ends up losing this game will go on to face New Zealand. So they don't really want either of these sides. I wouldn't think that's going to go into touch, or does it? Yes, it does. Just goes into touch there, and it is going to be halftime now between these two sides. And we'll be sitting here 14 points to 10. Is that your tractor, mate? You're going quick, aren't you? Currently now 14 points to 10. Going into halftime. And Australia have got themselves a nice little lead starting to form here. But the second half is going to be a tricky one for them, that is for sure. Currently off the bench, Maurice Longbottom as an option, Henry Patterson as another one for the Australians. And then for South Africa there, Ryan Oosthuizen and Sylvan Davids. He is going to be going off. You are very blurry, mate. Yeah, that will be the Wi-Fi. Or that one. No, it's all good. It's come back now.
It's only on 6%, so it's not really doing a whole lot.
Nah, I think I've used up way too much Wi-Fi and need fix it. And there says Patty, nah, it's all right. Should be fine for the last one. I mean, we've gone 21 hours without too much blurriness. Surely, like the last 5 minutes isn't going to make the biggest difference overall. Now, Sylvan Davids in the huddle. Going to be hopefully having a good second half for South Africa. Okay, the Australian coach working in threes, I believe the comment was as well. From the Australian coach, he's saying, go and get up, boys. Get your matchup up against the Samoans. And that will be an exciting quarterfinal matchup. That is the case. And then it will be Blitzbox versus New Zealand, a match that people would love to see, that they haven't been able to see in a very long time, as New Zealand only just coming back into the seventh circuit.
What's interrupting my farming simulator game, mate?
I was a bit slow, is it?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Get the herbicides put on around.
Now, currently, the second half about to get back underway. And also, we have there, George is so funny. There says Patty.
Really? Is that right?
And now, Zane Davis, Christy Grobbler. We've seen some big hits coming for both sides. Nick Maloof, he got run over by Zane Davids, and then he ran over the top of Christy Grobbler. No, not quite in a car. He
got run over with this dude.
Zane David's a big boy, though. He's pretty much like getting hit by a vehicle, I would say.
Yeah, that's up to you, really, isn't it?
But now, Henry Hutchinson about to possibly take this catch, but Sylvan Davids is about to be kicking off this one for the second half. 7 minutes left between these two sides. Whoever does end up winning this one will go through to face off with them. That just goes the 10 metre. Brilliantly done. That kind of reminded me of the Richie Mo'unga kick from Super Rugby a little while ago with the grubber and chase. Now, nicely done. Sylvan Davids gets it. And straight away, South Africa have got the possession back to Vault Human. Running out at Corey Toole. That one was dropped, and it's a little knock on the ground. Nicely done by Corey Toole. Gets a slap on the back of the head for his troubles, which is always what you want. I mean, it's nothing compared to Babar Azam, though, in the cricket. I remember Pakistan versus Australia. Like, if a guy dropped a catch, he'd just smack him on the top of his helmet. He was just a brutal man. But, I mean, it almost worked in the end, other than the fact that they lost the Test series. They won the T20 series. Are you making fart noises?
Yeah.
No,
so that was an actual fart.
No, it wasn't.
Holy shit, myself. On spraying.
On Farming Simulator, of course. But now Gonzalez passes it back across 5 meters out from the line. Dietrich Roach, that's a big shot on Turner. And currently both sides just playing with pure physicality, trying to outmuscle their opponent. Rush defense from Sawyer. Swampy gets it wrong. And Corey Toole, he's got the space. St. Davis is not going to catch him. And now when you give Corey Toole this much time, he's going to be able to make you pay. He's going to step on the inside. Pass over the top to Roach. Now trying to link up with the pass on the outside. Goes off to Gonzalez, who was whistled down inside of the 22. Now brilliant work from the blitz box defense to be able to make their way back. Hey, George and Petty and Hamish. And there says Tesla. It's out the back line. Australia score again. And now that makes you start to wonder, maybe Nick Maloof has just got the Australians into a position of moving on to face Samoa.
Does he want to come and help me spray?
Now Corey Toole, sorry. And they're doing very nicely. Dietrich Roach. They're receiving the ball on the outside. Josh Turner went out to Nick Maloof. And I was like, hello. And there's Betty Wagon. Maloof will be happy with that one. And currently a nice 9-point lead. It's going to stay to 9 points. And it has gone away to the left-hand side. You Aussies, believe in yourselves. You may defeat South Africa. And there's MH joined 151 tries all on day one of this competition. That is huge. Yeah, but saying that is sevens at its finest. You're going to see plenty of tries scored in such a short amount of time. And Mick Lick in there as well. Says Betty Winger. It kind of sounds like what you call like a McDonald's ice cream. And this shall be my Easter present. And that was nicely taken by, I believe it was Zane Davids, who was able to lift up the man. Now Selvin Davids back to Zane Davids. They're just linking up the Davids, and the Davids going for it at the moment. And now it's a penalty. Ronald Brown tries to take it quickly. It was a little bit of a rough tap. He did actually have to pick that one up off the ground, but now going back across. Soyaz Wapi, the captain, tries to find himself through the gap. Not quite able to do so. Zane Voigt now going back across to Selvin Davids. Good attack and run here from Grant Williams. It's not Grant Williams, it's Sean Williams. Grant Williams, of course, the halfback. And at the rugby union side of things, nice pass on the inside to JC Pretorius, who's been able to break out of one tackle. And normally when he breaks out of one, he breaks out of another. He's done two more. And he's still going, JC Pretorius. 3.5 minutes left in this game, and South Africa know that if they want any chance of winning it, they need to score right now. Goes out to Zane Davids, out on the wing. 5 meters out, he goes all the way, the big man. And that will be Zane Davids scoring the try for South Africa. The blitz box back in this contest now. And just pure strength from Zane Davids. His first try off Vancouver. The South African fans and support are loving it. Selvin Davids. Great ball out to Zane Davids. It's a Davids show at the moment between those two. And then just bumping him off. And then Josh Turner, unable to stop him from going over, ends up underneath Zane Davids. Not by any means of his own, though. He just ended up getting in the wrong place. Now, currently, it's a great kick. It's gone over as well for the blitz box, and now that will make the score 19 points to Australia and 17 to South Africa. Winner plays Samoa, loser plays New Zealand. It's not an easy game. How much time left? Is 2 minutes left. And there's this guy proving it. 2 minutes, 20 seconds we have got left in this game between the two sides. The final game of today until we get through to about 4 a.m., I believe, is the next game that has taken place. Australia not able to take that one cleanly. Ronald Brown now holding on to it for the blitz box. Selvin Davids, he has had such an impact since making his way out onto the field there. Almost going straight through. And he's still going, Selvin Davids. Corey Toole's going to have to make the tackle. And he has gone a little bit too high. Almost goes into touch, and it's going to be the advantage there. Soyaz Wapi. Across. And also, it was the female commentator on TV broadcast. Says Andrew, I believe she's a New Zealander. I can't quite think of the name, unfortunately, though.
Helen Clark.
No, not Helen Clark. Nice ball out the back. JC Pretoria scores it.
Does anyone want any cocaine?
And that is going to be the try for JC Pretorius. 2 tries in Vancouver. 1.5 minutes left in this one. And they've done extremely well there. Lawson unable to make the low tackle. Selvin Davids just broke through a few too many. And it was Soyaz Wapi. Pass it on the outside to JC Pretorius, who then went in for the try. And was able to score it nicely. Beautiful flick pass out to JC Pretorius. And he's been able to score the try. Close to the touchline. It does not go over. The score will remain 22 for the blitz box, 19 for Australia. Whoever scores, this is literally next try wins. And currently, you'd have to argue maybe the blitz box, that last try, might be the winner for them. But they got a try in the 11th minute. They got a try in the 13th minute, and they just continue to go and go and go. Selvin Davids does not kick at 10 meters. So because of it, it does mean that Australia will have an opportunity from the halfway line now. And like I mentioned a little bit earlier on, whoever wins this goes through to face Samoa. Not an easy game. Whoever loses this goes through to face New Zealand. Not an easy game. The other side of the draw was looking a lot lighter, I guess you could say. But now a good run forward. I believe that is going to be the big man at number 9, Lawson. He's dropped the ball, though. And now 10 seconds left. JC Pretorius taking the carry. We may get to see New Zealand versus Australia. A little bit of a prelim for the Bledisloe Cup. That is coming up relatively soon. Corey Toole chasing after it. Selvin Davids unable to pick it up, but instead it is taken very nicely by Williams. Still available at the back. Selvin Davids kicks it into that, but they have got the penalty advantage anyway. And also one last try wins. And go Australia, go says their mate Choi, but they will be able to tap that one, kick it into touch, and South Africa. See, they should be strategic. Do they want to face Samoa or do they want to face New Zealand? They've said, we'll take Samoa. Thank you very much. But that will be the end of the match. A very close game. 22 points to South Africa, 19 to Australia there. Nonetheless, that is going to be the end of our coverage for today, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be back a little bit later on tonight. And it is going to be a very exciting one for the quarterfinals, then the semifinals, and then the finals tomorrow afternoon. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all